It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Browns' sure-handed tight end. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Bringing him out, the 3rd overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan. They'll start the drive with Harris. That's to about the 28, 2nd down coming up. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ryan. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Harris has it over the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the 7th-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take down one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The Browns at 8-4 now in the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Then Woods has it complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Prater's kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Anyone who watched Najee. Knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive started 4 75 yards. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Goal. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Here's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, Ryan. He gets it complete to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through, making a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, a total 8 plays. It was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Goff's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here again is McKinnon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Boyd. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again. Ryan. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gone. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with the black and blue matchup. Bring your lunch pail for this one. Pittsburgh playing host to Baltimore. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Davis Mills, the Stanford man.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2nd and 10, Goff again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up the turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Wildagain with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Buying time to his left, and this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. On 1st down, Ryan. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Moore. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now the Browns coming out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to spin speed things up here. Goff on third down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Now Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ryan's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3 quarters in the books. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Ryan will throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TV. Najee Harris with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. That's why go with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's gone. A dump down to McKinnon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. Possession is 9/10 of the game. Possession is 9/10 of the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there.